Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking the dreaded D Rose report. I heard Mitt Romney was on TV talking about my dreaded D Rose report. Don't believe a thing he says. All right, March 1st, Mike Tenay and Big E had a birthday, to let you know. Hey, TNA's lawsuit against Scott Steiner was dismissed back in February 22nd by a judge in Nashville, Tennessee, according to PWI Insider. And at one point, there was a court date scheduled for February 11th, but that was delayed, and now the suit has been dismissed. TNA is barred from filing a suit again or reopening the case. Just a little refresher course what that's about. TNA sued Steiner back in December, believe it or not, it was back in December 2012, and claimed by breach of his contract, which had already expired, but he made a series of negative Twitter comments about the company, about Hulk Hogan, Eric Bischoff, Bruce Prichard, and some other people. The suit was seeking damages and an injunction to keep Steiner quiet. Steiner responded to the suit and denied several allegations, and including that he never agreed to not disparage TNA, and that he ignored requests to stop, and TNA suffered damages as well as from his actions. TNA allegedly says Steiner's contract prevented him from making any public statements, including tweeting concerning TNA and its officials, wrestlers, or other individuals without prior approval. Steiner denied that in his response that there was no such thing, but who cares? TNA is kind of, they have more than bad words coming out of other wrestlers other than Steiner. WWE Hall of Famer Booker T, 51 years old today. Well, Big E's 30. And Diva Emma, 27 years old. TNA Tag Team Champion Davey Richards, 33 years old, WCW star. Remember old Scotty Riggs? 45. As noted last week, old Roman Reigns, he was pulled from live events due to his nose surgery. Apparently it was going the wrong direction. And he's still scheduled for Monday night's Raw, but Reigns didn't appear, and he's no longer listed for the SmackDown taping. No word yet on where WWE is going with the angle between Lana and Brie Bella, as you've seen on Raw, but feud continues on Twitter. They call each other names, and I think they said something about farm animals. I don't know. Weird stuff. Mark Henry, he was asked if WrestleMania would be his last big hurrah. Said, I can't speak for The Undertaker, but I'm hoping this will be a successful WrestleMania, and it may be my last. I may be getting along in the tooth, it says. Heard that saying. And I just wanted to be able to go out and have a good time, and if it's my last, I want to make an impression. Big as he is and doing that slam, he makes an impression all the time. March 12th, March to WrestleMania live from Toronto. WWE special has been renamed to WWE Roadblock. Remember, Roadblock now. WWE's confirmed Dean Ambrose versus the World Heavyweight Champion Triple H for that event. And I think this a couple of nights ago, the main event, SmackDown tapings, is taking place at Phillips Arena, Atlanta, Georgia, advertised the usual suspects. All right, here's a synopsis of the other night's Total Divas, in case you missed it. And their ratings have been going down bad. I don't know whether people are busy or it's too much of a soap now. It says, heart of the matter. Nikki's championship reign is at stake when she faces an old foe. Natty has torn over taking TJ's last name or giving him hers. Paige, she's struggling to keep her relationship with Kevin afloat. And Brie has a romantic a bone to pick with Brian, and a pregnant Rosa tried to find purpose at WWE. Don't sound too exciting, but Days of Our Lives a little better than that. They're killing people on there and things. Anyway, original plans for, this is today's news, by the way, the original plans for the March 12th WWE Roadblock special on the network called for Triple H to retain the World Heavyweight title over Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar in a triple threat match. That plan for H was to pin Ambrose. We'll see if that goes on. And while Lesnar is going to be facing Ambrose at 32, WrestleMania 32. He is facing Bray Wyatt at Roadblock. Lesnar versus Harper had been planned, but they say it's going to be Wyatt. And on a related note, there's no current plans for Ambrose to turn heel, anytime soon. Could at WrestleMania. 2016 Hall of Famer Michael P.S.A. has revealed that on Ric Flair's Twitter and podcast that the son of Buddy Roberts and son of Terry Gordy, which is Ray Gordy from WWE star, remember Jesse? That's who that was. He will speak at the induction ceremony for Fabulous Freebirds next month. The two is going to be speaking on behalf of their late fathers. And Hayes would not confirm that Kerry Von Erich is going to be inducted into the group, but he did confirm that he will be there, adding that people will be happy with Kevin's involvement. And Rey Mysterio, since we were just talking about him 6 months ago or so, Rey Mysterio fans recently had a chance to design, the mask he will be wearing when he faces Kurt Angle at March 20th, Your Fight, internet pay-per-view from the Celebrity Theater, Phoenix, Arizona. One lucky fan will be chosen, and this will be a great deal. One lucky fan will be chosen and will win all expense paid trip to the event. Ray will wear their mask design and let them and both of them will walk to the ring together. And fans can vote on 6 different mask designs on Facebook. You might want to check into it. Voting ends Thursday, 11:50. Oh well. And as noted, Undertaker and Daniel Bryan's been advertised, and they're going to be at the post-WrestleMania tour of Europe, just to add some star power and get asses and seats there. They'll be there from the 19th on SmackDown. It's going to be in London with Undertaker and Bryan, all the way to April 23rd. Last day will be Glasgow. WWE's released financial data this week that revealed that Shane McMahon, now catch this, has not signed a contract with the company as a performer and has not been hired for an executive role. WWE expects to pay Shane in excess of $120,000 for his role as a performer leading into WrestleMania 32. I don't know if they're considering that a main event. I would probably think so. And reported back in November, the former UFC fighter and current Evolve wrestler Mac Riddle was expected to work with WWE in February this year and actually helped WWE help Riddle get the job in Evolve. Riddle met with Triple H just recently, and now is expected to work in NXT very soon. Riddle's not scheduled to work with WWE Global Cruiserweight Series as he weighs more than 205 pounds. Oh, I wish I did. And as noted, how The Rock, Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels are expected or confirmed to have roles at WrestleMania 32 as of about a week ago. Mick Foley was scheduled to be involved, and so far, besides Shane, no other surprise wrestlers are scheduled for the show as the legends appear. Will be in cameo roles, interviews, or special guest referee. And now that the top main events are Hell in a Cell with Undertaker taking on Shane, Roman Reigns taking on heavyweight champion Triple H, and a no-holds-barred street fight Ambrose versus Lesnar. There's another singles match with an unnamed top star will be added to the card as soon as they are expected to shoot an angle over the next 2 weeks. Wonder who that would be, huh? Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch versus each other, versus also the Charlotte, is scheduled to be as the League of Nations taking on New Day in some form. Likely be a 6-man match. Current New Day versus Chris Jericho and AJ Styles program is not scheduled for Dallas, and got a feeling that Y2AJ, I think, will probably win sometime if they do it at WrestleMania. But Kalisto, he may defend his belt against Del Rio again, kind of like to end their feud. There's also a multi-man match scheduled for Kevin Owens and Intercontinental for the Intercontinental title. The idea is to load the match up with good wrestlers, similar to a ladder match at WrestleMania 31. Also reported that a second Diva match and the Andre the Giant Battle Royal, they're scheduled. Noted earlier that there was also plans for Sami Zayn to be there and wrestle. WWE NXT superstar Sami Zayn, like I said, Zayn is scheduled to wrestle at the 32. So far, it indicates that Sami could be appearing on WWE Raw and SmackDown soon, unless they hold him off until after WrestleMania. But Sami is also booked for the annual post-WrestleMania tour of Europe. And notice Sami Zayn is going to be facing Nakamura 2 nights before WrestleMania at the NXT Takeoff Dallas event. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.